What's going on out there, internet world? It's your boy Marc Cornelius right here on m.o.g TV. Figured I'd take a few moments to just discuss with you guys some of my inspiration for the new CD with Down to Earth, which released on May 16th, which you can purchase at www.marccornelius.org. And basically, what inspired this particular CD was me going through a transition in my life where I became a more balanced person. And I think that all believers have to go through their own metamorphosis and becoming more and more balanced. But as I begin to get that balance, a lot of some of the religious habits that I did have begin to shed off of me as I begin to realize that God and God alone is worthy of all the praise. And as I begin to just realize even more that it wasn't about man pleasing and trying to please man and make sure everything is safe for man, make sure it's okay to do that, to not offend nobody and things like that. When I just began to realize in prayer one day that all Jesus Christ did was offend people. All he did was break tradition when he was here. He went against everything that the religious people believed in, because what he came to do was bring salvation. What he came to do was bring love. What he came to do was to bear fruit. And that's my goal with this CD, Down to Earth, is to bear fruit. It's cutting edge, but guess what? We living in a cutting edge generation. Let's not act like the youth ain't hearing the stuff that's going on outside the walls of the church. Act like they're not hearing this stuff at school and even through some of their own friends. So what I'm doing is taking off all the boundaries, bringing the gospel, but I'm talking on all different issues, and I'm just expressing myself, expressing my freedom in Christ. I'm also expressing my freedom and my love for my family and songs like Family Reunion, even my natural side, which is taking a risk there. But guess what? You know what? It's time for risk taking. That's Christ took risk. You know, it's time to be bold. It's time for us to step up and really represent the Lord in every avenue of life, not just church, not just when you're out passing out tracts or preaching to somebody, but also in your everyday activities, when you're just at work and you're just around people. When you're playing basketball, you're just around people. We want to show them that love of Christ, man. When somebody needs some money, give them some money, man. You know, let's show them the love of Christ. Let's be for real about this thing. Let's truly help people. If we truly say we're going to help people, let's help people. Let's help people even at the risk of a church attendance drop, because more people won't be able to make every service, because a lot of times when you begin to truly surrender yourself to God, if say your calling is not to be a pastor, well, if you're not called to be a pastor, you might just be called to be a minister outdoors, or you might just be called to minister through whatever it is that you do, whether it's through photography, whether it's through comedy, art, whether it's through editing, whatever your passion is. That's what Christ wants to use your passion of interest as a bridge to the unbeliever, so that when you're in that photo class and you're in those different classes, you're in community college, you're in college, and you're meeting different people, that your interest can be a bridge, that you can show them the love of Christ. You don't have to shove the gospel down their throat the moment you meet them, but they can just begin to see some of your standards, and they can begin to see something that's different about you, and they can just begin to see the way you love. And then they'll say, yo, it's something different about this person. And when the time presents itself, you begin to let them know you're a believer. That what Jesus Christ did for you, that's why you extend that same grace to everybody else. There's a lot of different ways that we can affect this world, and it's just time for us to really own up to it. And a lot of times when people begin to affect the world in these different ways, sometimes if you're trying to pursue a career, sometimes you can't make every service. It's just the truth. And it takes a mature pastor and a true leader, thank God for my pastor, to understand that and to allow you to grow and allow you to be fruitful in your lane, because the pastor, they're being fruitful in their lane, but you have to be fruitful in your lane, and that might take missing a Wednesday service sometime. Sometimes it might take missing a Sunday service at times. But all in all, you are to still be in your word. You are to still have a prayer life. We have to remember it's a relationship with Christ. It's not a competition with Christ. It's a relationship with Christ. And that's what this CD is about, Down to Earth. I'm guaranteeing you, man, that you'll be blessed. You get this CD. It's going to challenge you. It challenged me first, so it's going to challenge you next as the listener. Once again, that's Down to Earth, the new release by your boy, Marc Cornelius. Cop that. www.marccornelius.org. God bless, and let's keep it down to earth. Till the next time.
Now I ain't gotta wear crosses all around my shirt. Not at all, man. Just keeping it down to earth. And I'm saved, but at times I experience hurt. Only human, right? Just keeping it down to earth. And sometimes can't stand my boss at work. Just keeping it down to earth. And sometimes I don't feel like going to the church. Keep it honest. Just keeping it down to earth. Keeping it down to earth, you know, back to basics. We got issues, man, face it. But the issue is when man fakes it and turn his nose up at me like a facelift. But we need love and not hatred. So on that note, I'm looking when the bass kick and guards up like I don't wanna get my face hit. This song is risky like a bracelet. Watchmen, they come up with their own doctrine. Not him, I'm staying in my word. And you might attend more Bible services than me, but I be living what I heard.